Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage. To start things out.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Draw play. This is Henry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
First down and goal to go.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On 1st and 10, Watson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Reset. 19. 25 to Mike. Check back. 29.
On 1st down, Watson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
This is it. 19. 29.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Squeeze, double. Hey, 31. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got you. Who's it?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
Touchdown, Washington! Derrick Henry, 60 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Lions. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 52.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score, Redskins 28, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now it's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's get this. 55's my guy, 55. Coming to you.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Hopkins. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Go. Check right. Good. Watching it ride. I got you, Pop.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. 53 Linda.
First throw now for the backup Brady. He finds Hopkins complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On first down, Brady. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's coming this way. Hey. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, set, 380. 55. Alpha. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
You better be afraid of me. Under 10.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They'll run inside with the fullback Ham, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Here's Ham, the fullback. And he coughed it up. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Haskins now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Jones has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Haskins. He finds Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now the Lions going to stop this momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Redskins 45, Lions 14. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and through. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
54 Mike, 54.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Nelson,
We play it to win. Let it go.
the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. By Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Caught by Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Haskins on first down. Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike 59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Allen Robinson, 83 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. 61, matchbox lights. Gold 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
52, Lions 42.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go back. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a busy night for Henry continues. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. That's it, throw. Watching you find. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Henry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, set 53. Ozzie. Jackson, reload.
Brady to throw. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, the screen pass here to Cohen. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Right there. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 59, Lions 49. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it's Haskins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go with Haskins. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready, set, 55, hey, anyone? 65. Mike.
Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.